If you're like most people, you're finding that your local break is getting more and more crowded. Well, the secret of surfing is out. Everyone knows that surfing is the best sport now. It's gonna be an Olympic sport in 2020, and it's gonna get even more crowded. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly what it takes to make sure that you stand out of the crowd and catch nothing but set waves every time you surf. It's something that I call the 1090 law, and it's more about a hierarchy of the lineup. If you are one of the lucky people that never sees anyone out when they're surfing, then more power to you. This video is not for you. But if you find yourself sometimes struggling in the crowd and not getting the amount of waves that you're used to, this will really help you. So the hierarchy of the lineup is based on physical attributes. And so the 1090 law goes like this. 10% of surfers catch 90% of all set waves. Set waves is the important part. So you need to truly ask yourself, you may say, yeah, I catch set waves, but how many set waves do you catch? And I'll explain what I mean by the hierarchy. So there's the lowest level. There's the people that don't have the upper body endurance, they don't have the strength, and they live down here in the whitewater. This is the beach, this is the whitewater. So there's plastic around the whitewater, and they don't get to pick and choose what every single wave that has broken comes to them, and they're just living in chaos. And you may have seen those people, you may be one of those people. I can tell you that I let my fitness go really, really bad at a certain point, and when the waves were big, I would struggle in the whitewater a lot. Now there's the second piece of the people who do catch set waves, but they have a hard time getting about past the break multiple times over and over and over. So here are the attributes that the 10%ers live by. So it's strength, it's endurance, and it's recovery. So strength to get out past the break, having those muscles to push through that high-end power output. And the second is endurance, so surfing longer sessions so you can stay out there. And then the third one, and this is the most important, this is what comes to set waves and holding your breath lots, is recovery, fast recovery, oxygen efficiency. So it's being able to catch a wave, be held down, get past the whitewater right away, and then be recovered in time to catch a wave right away. So yes, I said before, you may catch set waves, but do you live out here, or do you catch set waves and then you struggle to get back out? Or are you down here? It doesn't matter. There's a really, really simple path, and it's through these attributes. And I'm telling you now that you can't just have one, you have to have them all. The ocean is powerful and it'll expose any holes that you have. And I've been there. When I first lost my paddle strength, when I took a career, moved away from traveled away a lot, so I was away out of the water, I was at my home break, and it was the biggest day of the winter, and it's my local break. I've surfed here a million times, and I got pounded by set waves as soon as I got out past the break, and I didn't catch one. I got washed onto the rocks because I was done. And I remember my lungs were burning. So the first thing I did, I would go to the gym and get on the elliptical, and I'd sprint, and I'd do that over and over. And I would pretend that I'm getting washed on the rocks again. Going as hard as I can, thinking I'm gonna fix my lungs. Still incomplete because I didn't build the muscles the proper way. So having lungs is good, but it's only a piece of the puzzle. And then another time, I have a friend who's a professional fighter, and he likes to surf, but he's just inexperienced, he's brand new. But he does lots of boxing, and he has crazy upper body endurance. He has like really good lean, like great muscular endurance, but he didn't have him in the right movement pattern, and he didn't know how to hold his breath. He didn't have the oxygen efficiency, the recovery. Literally, man, like we went to paddle out, and I got up past the break instantly, and I turned around, and he's sitting back on the beach. Literally 5 minutes, he couldn't even take it. And this is a guy who's in great shape because he had a hole. So you can't have any holes. The ocean exposed him. So that's what I mean by that. So if you want to live out here, if you want to be a 10%er, only catch set waves, if you want to get past the break easily, if you want to recover quickly to catch waves without having to rest, and if you want to surf longer sessions to live in the 10% at any crowded break, you got to have those attributes. So that's why, if you've watched all my videos before, you know that I'm passionate about paddle strength. The reason being is because I have lost it. I've been here after 20 years of surfing. I've been here. It sucks. So I've climbed the hierarchy. I can say with confidence I'm here, because I know the power of investing in your paddle strength. I know how valuable it is. That is literally the vehicle and the fuel to get you there. So if you want to live in the 10% at a crowded break, catch only set waves all the time, and then you got to go through these attributes, and that is why I push it so hard. So I teach this stuff passionately. I've invested thousands of hours of my own time testing things, implementing things, getting rid of things, keeping what works, adding the breath training, adding the muscles, figuring out which tools work best for doing it at home. So high level surfing doesn't have to be a compromise. If you want to live in the 10%, if you don't want to compromise high level surfing, whether you're a beginner and you're trying to get out of the whitewater for the first time, or if you've been surfing all your life and you find yourself coming down the hierarchy, living in the 10% is going to feel even better when you get back there. So if you want to live in the 10%, click the link somewhere around here and I'll show you all the training that I developed over the last decade so you can guarantee you can rapidly grow your paddle strength and maintain it easily so you can live inside that 10%, catch set waves all day, baby. My name is Kyle Ross, this is Hydro Mind. Thanks for watching.